Hi, it's Dr. DeCubellis here. I want to tell you a little bit about what happened with me and my oldest daughter, who is now 9 years old. About 4 years ago, she was having a lot of issues where she was coughing. She seemed to be getting sick quite a bit, couldn't catch her breath, shortness of breath. So we started to worry and we took her to her primary care doctor. When her primary care was looking at her, they said they weren't really sure what was going on, but we should take her to a respiratory therapist. So we did that. And when we went into the respiratory therapist, what they did is they told us that I think she has cystic fibrosis. Why don't you go ahead and let's do the test to see if she has that? Now, I don't know if any of you know about what cystic fibrosis is, but cystic fibrosis is basically a condition that children are born with that actually creates more phlegm over their bronchi and in their lungs. It creates an issue to where they can't breathe. They don't have a very long life expectancy, even with a lung transplant. Typically, they only live to be in about their 20s. So this person just told us that our daughter had this condition to where she only had about 18 years left to live, just nonchalantly, and we need to go get a test. Now, the thing about that is we couldn't get the test done for 2 weeks. For 2 weeks, my wife and I were just absolute wrecks. We're trying to deal with this news and internalize it and try to figure out what we're going to do. We finally went and got the test done, and it came back negative. So now this person had told us this just completely devastating news, had us worried for 2 weeks, and it wasn't even valid. What I believe is that doctors need to make sure they are 100% cognizant of what they tell patients, because it's not right to scare patients or tell them something that might not be true without having any data whatsoever. And that is why when people come into my office, I make sure that whatever I tell them is based on facts, and then the diagnosis that we found is based on all of the things we've done in the exam and what we found on different imaging, because I don't want to make anyone else feel the way I and my wife were feeling for 2 weeks. I'm Dr. DeCubellis. I'm a chiropractor in Downers Grove. If you have any questions, you can reach me at 630-435-6461.